Oh, yeah, sorry, Food. I just changed the category now. I forgot to change it before I turned the stream on. Uh, so if you were excited for some Azure Dreams, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm afraid I'm not playing Azure Dreams. Playing SpaceChem. Very, very different game. So this game is about... This game is really difficult. I can't think of any other word. I'd say it's the hardest game I've ever played. Well, I still haven't finished it, so... But it's kind of like programming, but using chemicals. It's made by a group of devs called... They make several games like this. What are they called again? Let's see. Zachtronics. They've made several games on the topic of kind of, not programming, but like microcontroller. Programming is kind of the right word. But this one is probably one of their harder games. In some ways, it might be easier than rock, paper, scissors because it's deterministic. Actually, it's not deterministic. There are some randomized levels. Okay, but you know, if you haven't seen my previous levels, then we're kind of jumping in at the deep end here because I'm towards the end of the game. So this, I mean, I saw this level last stream. I didn't really start it, but I'm so confused already. Basically, you design circuits which they're not really circuits, they're paths that these Waldos follow. So when you start the simulation, it follows these arrows, it does each of these instructions one by one. So the red Waldo is going around, is picking up chemicals, dropping them when I tell them to drop, picking them up, outputting them. And blue is also doing stuff. Basically, you're trying to program the paths of these Waldos in an attempt to take these chemicals from the left and turn them into these chemicals on the right. Which, I mean, would be easy enough to do if you had unlimited space and time, but you have very limited space and sometimes limited time. So you have to do all kinds of complicated things, like you have to use flip-flops, so when this thing here, the first time it reaches this, it goes to the left, the second time it goes to the right, so flip-flop, flip-flop. But yeah, I couldn't break it down any simpler than that. You have to kind of watch through all the levels as they gradually introduce more concepts. So I'm on this level now. I'm trying to take these two molecules. Well, that's not a molecule, that's an ion. But anyway, these two molecules and create that monstrosity there, which is scary. See, that is 4 by 8. There's only 8 spaces on the board, so I have to actually fill the whole board, which is very difficult to do because it means you don't have much space. So the first thing I want to do is I want to try and create that top row. H, C, triangle, H. And I've got H, H, triangle, C. So I have the right number of atoms, good. Because sometimes they don't give you the right number of atoms, in which case it's even more complicated. So I need to make... How do I even get started? Neither do I have food, neither do I. I mean, at this level at least. I only just about understood enough to beat the last level. And then they've thrown something even more terrifying at me right now. I'm willing to bet most people who have played this game never actually finished it, because it is genuinely very difficult. So, to get started, I have to do something. Let's request one of these molecules. Okay, blue, go away. So we request one of these molecules. That means it just appears here. And we can use bond minus. That removes that bond there. So when we do that, we ended up with this. Just H by itself and triangle H. So we want to move these around. We want to put C. Basically, we're trying to make this thing on the right. That whole thing. This is the biggest thing they've asked us to make so far. And not only that, we need to make 10 of these. I mean, we could request these infinitely. But... okay, I mean, the first task I'm setting myself is to make the first row. Then I'll worry about how to use loops. Because you can see it's the first row is repeating itself. It's mirrored horizontally each time. So we can worry about the loops later, but... yeah. Yeah, they did that intentionally, because... like in programming, you can use loops, flip-flops, and sinks. But first, I just want to... okay, let's... so we grab that. Drop it there. Grab that. No, that's not what I want to do. Blue line. I have two Waldos. So the red one and the blue one. I can give them each instructions to do independently. And they'll both start simultaneously. But you can use sinks. So if you give a sink and a sink, then whichever reaches sink first will wait for the other one to reach sink, and then they'll both continue together. So now blue is waiting for red. And then they go. Sinks are very powerful. You can have red do stuff, and whenever it wants blue to do its thing, it hits a sink, blue does its thing, hits a sink, red does its thing. These are the building blocks for real Turing complete programs, basically. Yeah, we don't actually want blue to do anything right now. Just move it out of the way. Let's move it here. Just sit in the corner. Alright, so red. can't think. Alright. So we take H, drop it somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Let's drop it here, say. Oops. So that's what we got so far. I want to now take this and move it. Okay, let's say... Pick this up. Go down. Like that. And drop it there. Oops, oops, oops. For goodness sake. We don't have enough space to do what I was trying to do there. Alright. Alright, we're too close to the edge. Let's try and do this a bit differently. Glue, go away. Alright, let's move this like that. Okay, so... Nope. So we call in this molecule. We take the H. Drop it there. So that's what it looks like now. Then we go, grab that. Rotate it clockwise. Okay. Then we can request a C. Pick it up. Now we're already running out of space. Okay, we've got that. Can put a bond there too. Okay, we've now got H, triangle, C. We just need H. Now we've got no space. Nah, we can't stick so close to the wall here. It's no good. Have to move all this to the right. We have to be out here where there's space. feel like I had an idea for this last stream. Can you only take one molecule? What do you mean? I can request multiple molecules. Like, I could do... this. It's basically an infinite supply. I don't need multiple molecules right now. But that's how, yeah, that is how I would make multiple rows. Just need to figure out how to make an invariant so that I can just loop it 8 times. Can you take H and triangle, or is it only H? I'm not sure what you mean. When you request this molecule, it comes in this form. And you can request carbon. Might need to use blue as well, but I want to avoid using blue because blue, there might be lots of other things I need blue to do later. I want to try and do this all with red. When you rearrange it, you can pick up, drop any of these atoms basically. But you have to break the bonds if you want to take off the H, for example. So, okay, let's try and reason this out step by step. So I want to request this molecule. So we now have that, okay. Want to pick this up. To bond it. Okay, I'm doing this all completely wrong. To bond it here. Okay, good. That's what I'm expecting. Okay. Okay, so that's now... Okay, so we got H triangle. I want to rotate... God. Maybe, okay, do this. That's alright. Okay, rotate. Ah, alright. Come at it from a different angle. So try it like this instead. We go... Press this. Grab it there. Bond it there. Move that clockwise. Drop it there. So what do we end up with? Okay, good. Okay. There's no reason to be here. Good. H, triangle, C. Now we just need to connect these two. We need it in the wrong position? What do you mean? Well, it doesn't... Okay, I'm trying to make that first row, but it doesn't matter which way around I make it, because I can rotate the whole thing. So I can make basically the second row, because that's the same as the first, because we can then just rotate it. So this is good so far, but now I'm running out of space and I need to put that last bond in. No, not like that. Whoops. Ah. Instead of dropping that C in, we can bond it right there. And then we end up with this. Wait, what? Oh, that's not right. No, can't do that. I have to drop that there. No, what am I doing now? Yeah, okay. Oh, how do I finish it off? I can get blue to finish it off, but I don't want to. Maybe I do have to. Is there any way for me to now... See, now I've used... Now I can't put instructions here because I've already got instructions here. So it becomes very hard for me to actually finish this with red. If I would... Okay, there's space here for another instruction. So I can reuse instructions in a clever way. Alright, no, just get blue to finish the job. Alright, so blue is waiting. So then blue... Okay, blue is now holding on to that. Basically, I told blue to do whatever I wanted to do left, so it was waiting at the sink. So when red hits that sink, blue continues from this sink. Blue now grabs whatever was there, slides it along by one, grabs the H that was sitting there, and do it slowly. So red puts the C there, bonds it in. Blue now takes that, moves it there, takes that, puts it there. Now it's holding on to this. Alright, and then we need to branch. So the first time we do this, we have to flip it around. So the first time we go 2 rotations, and then we insert it. Good. But the second time, we just skip ahead to here, like that. So the second time, we just carry the row as is and slide it in, so it'll look like that second row. Ooh, no wait, that's bad. Hang on. Because as it's swinging, it's going to collide with what's on the right. Because I'm swinging it anti-clockwise. Yeah, that's not going to work. We need to... make some more space. Clockwise, because then I'll have the same problem, but up above. I'll hit the wall above. Anyway, it seems to be fine now. But let me run that slowly here. Yeah, okay, that's the right amount of space. If we flip-flop, we just go straight up like that. Okay, so far so good. We're now carrying a row, which is either the first one or the second one, doesn't matter. Almost, but the problem is we need to put this bond in as well. So we need to bond it to the second row. But the problem is it's not always going to be in this second position. Sometimes it's in the third position. Which is a horrible pain, because that means I have to pick up this whole molecule, take it to the left by 1, then bond, then put the whole thing back to the right. So the... So... So the first time I do this, I want to bond in the 3rd position, not the 2nd. Even though there's no molecule here the first time I do this, that is the invariant, so I need to grab this whole molecule, go to the left by 1. Can't you just predetermine the left and right movement? I don't know what you mean. Like set commands before the molecule is built. Still not sure what you mean, but I mean, whatever we do, it has to be completely independent of how much of the molecule is built, or whether whether there's no molecule there, whether there is a molecule there. It has to be the same instructions, otherwise we can't easily loop it. So right now, even if there's no molecule, I have to pretend I'm picking up one. I don't have enough space here, so I need to... Hang on, let me do this. Grab this molecule. Bond. Bond again. So it's going to go to the left, bounce back, bond again. And drop it again. And then on the flop, let's use a flip-flop here. We just go here. So here we've done the bond. Oh crap, not enough space. Wait, C... Oh, this will be okay. Because C has a maximum of 4 bonds anyway, so it doesn't matter if we try to use bond too many times, it won't be allowed. So... Oh, hang on, still something wrong here. Well, let's see what this actually does right now. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, hang on. We need more space. Okay, move all of this to the left by 1. But then that means we need more space over here too. god. Hang on. We don't have enough space. We can't move all this stuff to the left. There's no space for it. So, what was I trying to do? So does this still work? Yeah, okay. So, that can't go there. That needs to be there, pretty much. So we're limited to this space here, and we can't cross into there. Fine. So on the second, we just bond. On the first, we go here, grab. Ah, okay, we could just go down. No, can't go down. Not allowed. Because the molecule might actually be 8 spaces long, in which case you can't even go down. Maybe you go from the bottom to the top. So make the button part of the... Then make move down one that makes the second lowest on the move down. I cannot understand that sentence, I'm afraid. Then bond. Still don't quite understand. Well, let me continue with this idea, because I think it will work. It just needs to fit it in physically. So I need to grab this molecule, go left, bond. That works, except I'm not bonding enough. I need to bond one more time. So... I really do need that space. Okay, let's see. Can I actually make space here? Don't worry. It might have made sense in your head, but I have too much in my head right now. So yeah, it didn't make sense to me. But no, I think I can get this idea working. I just need to make space. So, okay, here's a different way of doing this thing on the left. We rotate no matter what. So now we have vertical. Okay, we're holding onto a vertical thing. And on the flip, we just go straight up. Oh no, on the flop, we go straight up. On the flip, we go left. And we rotate by 1. On the flop, we just reverse the rotation as so that it's like it never happened. I think that works. So if we go up here, we'll just carry on with the same orientation, but on the left we'll double that rotation. All right, that might work. So now we have enough space, so we can put that back. So we grab that molecule, bond in the third position, drop it in the same place, then go right. And the second time we just bond, go down. Okay, good. Now, either way, we grab the whole thing. Oh wait, hang on. There's another thing we have to worry about. What if we've hit the end? So when we've hit the end, we will be doing this row here. It's guaranteed that we'll be doing this row here. So what? Okay, on the odd numbers, we are doing this row. On the even numbers, we're doing this type of row. But we're going to finish on the even numbers, number 8. So we'll be in this section here. So we need to have a diversion. If we detect an H in this corner right here, so that's what this sensor does, then we go down, we skip what we're doing here, which is to grab the molecule and drop it down by 1. But if we've reached the end, then we actually output the whole thing. Okay, I don't see any gaps. I feel like that should work, but there might be errors here. Okay, let's go slowly. So this is the first row. Slide it in there. We go down. Oh no, wait! Slightly wrong. Because that's on odd numbers it goes down. On even numbers it goes up. Also, there's a problem. We can't grab it from here. We have to grab it from here. Okay. I don't have enough space. Interesting. So actually, this is the flip-flop. The flop should go down. The flip should be going to the right. Should be like that. The first time we actually go to the right. Correct. And then the second time, but then there's one problem. We need to. All right, this is almost correct, except there's one problem. There's another problem. I'm not holding it at the same handle each time. The first time I'm holding it on the left handle. The second time I'm holding it on the right. I want to always be holding it on the left, so the first time is the correct one. Okay, that's correct. Second time we want to be holding it right, on the left. So we're holding it on the right already. How on earth do we repair this? Oh, there's so many different factors to juggle in your head at once. So what does it look like the second time? The first time, you come up like that. Second time, we're like that. Oh my god. It's not elegant at all. Oh, I'm so close. Okay, I have an idea, but it's, oh, I don't have enough, again, not enough space. Oh, I cannot see how to repair this. Alright, I don't know. Let's start by moving Flew right over to the left there. Okay. Now we've got more space for blue to do stuff on the second try. So on the second try, okay, here's an idea. Okay, move that in there. So we do the first time we do that. That works. Okay. Second time. Now this is a bit weird. Go this way. So the second time it's gonna look like this. Well, okay, crap! Wait, we don't need that rotation. Hang on, take that one out. So what does it look like now? That's it. Is it? Wait. No. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's not rotated. And let me check what's happening again. So the first time we get HC triangle H. That's one of them. Okay, the second time we want the other way around. So that's just going to give us the same thing. But we can take it over to the left and do more stuff over here. So the second time, when we get to this point here, okay, that's what we're sitting with. Okay. So this is gonna look crazy. We rotate it again. Drop it. Or grab drop, I don't know. Then we grab, go down, grab it by the handle we actually want, back up, and now what? I mean, how far have we gotten now? So the first time it's HC triangle H. The second time we want H triangle CH. So far so good. So now what? No, there's not enough space here. So we want H triangle, basically. H triangle. Yeah, so far so good. We are now holding it by the H, so we end up back here. Oh my god. Okay, put that one back there. On the flop, we go this way and go up, like that. Is that gonna work? So we got HC triangle H. No, because oh. Can't you just rotate it like 2 times and use the other rotate? Not sure what you have in mind where the rotations would go. We're close here, but we have the result. We just need space to actually grab it and bring it up now. Oh wait, hang on. What if I do this? So first time it's HC. Oh my god. We did it. I don't even now remember why that works, but it seems to work. Okay, now this thing on the right doesn't work, but that's fine. We go past the first obstacle. Let me just make sure I did that right. So it's C, and then the second one is H triangle. Yeah, there was probably an easier way of doing that, but okay, well, good. Now what? So the first time. Oh, of course. So the first time we have HC. That means we want to bond in the second position. So the first time we drop it there, and then we continue on to bond, and then whatever. Second time we actually want to drop it there. Oh yeah. I can't tell it to drop either here or here like that easily, because that's not something you can really branch. Second time we actually want to drop it here, so starting from here to this space. Okay, so either way, we have to drop it here first. But on the Okay, this is correct so far. So on the flip, the first time, we actually now want to move it to the right to fix it. So we want to pick that up, drop it there. No. I mean, that works, but then what? So that actually works for the first row. Oh, it doesn't even work for the first row. We actually want to drop it there. Alright, for the first row that actually works. Good. But then the second row is confused. Oh, that looks good so far. Okay. We just need to let go of it correctly. Alright, I think I kind of see what I should be doing now. So let's take out some of these things that's confusing us. That's fine. I'd say that's same for me, really. So the first row, we drop it from this position onwards, these 4 spaces, to begin with. We then pick it up by the right handle and then move along. That's fine. And drop it there. Now on the second turn, we drop it here, go down, pick up the rest of the molecule, bond, put it back. That's not quite what we want to do. What we actually want to do is this. We want to pick up the whole molecule, drop it to the left. Bond. And now we have the whole thing sitting to the left. So we now do what we did before. Grab. Bond. Drop. The only problem is this needs to be double bond, not one. Well, it's kind of working. Also, when we have H, we need to do this. We need to grab this, drop it there, and output So why do we have a flip here? We don't need a flip here. Alright, so let's see this in action so far. That needs to go there. Good. That's the problem. There's only one bond there, not two, but otherwise it's working. So close. Because I didn't fit... I need there to be two bonds where I've put one bond, but I can't find a way to put one more bond in there. Now here, what happens here? This is interesting. Do that. Bond. Okay, good, good. That's what I wanted it to do at that stage. The only problem is we have one bond here, and I need two. Okay, I could be one step away from finishing this, or I could be completely back to the drawing board. I have no idea. So all this time, red is waiting here. I'm going to do something I've never done before. This is a really absurd idea, but it might actually work. So I'm going to take red, make him wait at this sink. One additional sink. And in this section here, I'm just going to put lots of bonds. And then in blue, I'm going to put a sink here. So blue is telling red to go through this stage now, where red just hammers the bonds without a care for what they're doing. And then blue just does this thing over here. And during this stage, red will hit a bond simultaneously while blue is here, and that will give us our second bond. Will that actually work? Because it's kind of a stupid idea, but it might actually work. We need to time it right, though. So we don't actually want red to do all that. We want, so sink 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We want a bond only there. The heck? Nah, this is no good, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab here. Drop there. Bonbons. Okay, try that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that was just a stupid hack, which I've never really done. I've never done something like that before, but that actually works. So I'm just having red fill in that extra bond simply because I didn't have enough space to put in that bond for blue to do. It's literally, I just needed one more of those icons there somewhere, like there. But red is doing it instead. Okay, this is the key. Will it actually do this row? I don't know. What? Is that not the same? I mean, I know it's mirror image, but I thought it's isomorphic. No. Yeah, but in this game, normally it doesn't matter which way round you do it, but is it actually the same, like, composition-wise? Oh, I think this time they actually care that it's the same way around. Oh no. Wanted one more in the lowest part. What do you mean? Oh my... Yeah, you're right. Okay, good. That's the problem. I was worried it had to be exactly in the right place. I'd rather deal with that issue than having to do the whole thing, but the other way around. So we got an extra bond there. Fine. Yeah, I see. So when does that happen? That happens early on. Ah, of course. Okay. Yes, thank you. I was about to start on reversing it. So that happens here, right now. So let's watch what happens. I can pause it as well. Crap, that's what happens. Alright, I've got another crazy idea. Even crazier than the first one. So carry on with this red helping out. 1, 2, 3. But we do a bond minus. So when blue is going down the second path, when it gets to here, we do a bond minus to avoid doing that bond plus, which we don't actually want. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here? Alright, will that actually work? This is crazy. No. Hang on. Let me see that again. It didn't actually remove the bond, but why? So we got the bonds in the right place. We grab that. Oh, red acts before blue. Whenever red and blue are in the same place, red acts before blue. So red does nothing, because there's no bond there. So minus does nothing. And then blue does its plus, and then the bond is placed. Oh, how on earth do I repair that? No, but it won't work, because then, if I put this one space back, blue is not even holding the molecule in the right place. It has to be when blue is precisely there. But the problem is, red acts, like, just before blue, instantaneously. So, ideally, we would want this whole color to be swapped with blue. Then it would work, but I don't think there's any way of doing that easily. Unless I just copy this all down and then make it again using red and blue. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Okay. Take a pick and switch the colors around. That's not a bad idea, actually. But let's see if we can... I mean, I've got the stream saved. So worst comes to worst, I can just copy this. Next stream, I can copy this in swapped colors. Let's see if I can actually repair it. All we want, really, is to squeeze another bomb plus there when blue is in the top line. Is there any way around that? I can fiddle with these, make the lengths different. So the problem lies... No, I mean, that doesn't do anything. Can't I move the blue one? The blue one more to the left. I don't know what you mean. Which symbols specifically? Oh, you might be onto something, actually. I could move this entire thing to the left. Just build the molecule in this column instead. because there's enough space. And then in the output, I just I don't think that's what you meant, but that might actually work. So literally move this entire thing to the left. Oh, but wait, this is gonna... But now, are we gonna have space to swing this thing around? But I mean, that's verging on the right answer. Yeah, I can't do that. But I feel like that is... Alright, I'll keep that in mind. That might be an avenue. But then we're gonna have to fiddle with this again. But it was a good idea. So the first time we grab that bond, drop. It's fine. Maybe, okay, maybe we can do this. So the first time, we drop it there, we'll pick it up again. Drop it here. Oops. Then... Oh, why? Why do that? Can we add like a delay before we pick up so red can -1? Oh, it might be possible, but... Let's see. So what we had was this. No. The only thing, other thing I could do is... Oh! You might be onto something again, Food. I mean, technically you can. If I put a sink there, now blue is waiting for red to do its stuff. So red can do whatever it wants and then tell blue to move, but we need to get this completely correct, so... Why not put a delay at the second flip-flop? Not sure, but let me try this first. Let's see if this actually works. So, I don't actually need to ever bond minus now. So, blue should just wait for red. And red just does 2 bonds and then tells blue to move. So, in the second time, blue is now waiting and red tells it to go. Okay! I mean, okay, let's see if that actually works all the way to the end now. So yeah, that is basically what you said, Food. We're delaying. Quite literally waiting. Now you're thinking with Waldos. Okay, if this doesn't work now, I'm gonna be really annoyed. It was accepted. But now something has gone out of sync. Oh. Yeah, okay, no, this is fixable. Okay, because if we go down this path, we're now not hitting the same number of sinks, so I need to just repair that by putting in 1 sink here to match the number of sinks in that path. Number of sinks should be constant no matter which path you follow. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god. Just in time, because in 10 minutes, switching over to Quantum, he's going to play some... I don't know if you've been watching Quantum play... I think you have, haven't you? You turned up in Quantum stream once or twice. So yeah, in 10 minutes he's... But yeah, seriously, you had some good ideas there, Food, so thanks for that. You should play this game. That's a sign. It is. I think you can now see every stream I've been doing this, my brain has been hurting by the end. So I've just wanted to then watch Quantum play Acid Dreams and drink some beer and let my brain cool down. But it is a really fun game. No, it's not free. It's been around for a while, so it must be below $10. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. SpaceChem. It's... Well, I mean, in British pounds, it's £7, so around $10. But there's always a sale every now and then. You can probably get it about half that price at some point, if it's on sale. But yeah, I mean, that is, for like a simple puzzle game, I guess that is on the expensive side, yeah. But, sorry, when I say simple in terms of graphics and UI, but yeah, I mean, that's normally what you pay for, right? You pay for the amount of time which has gone into the actual engine, but the amount of gameplay that gets derived from this, of course, is ridiculous, so yeah. I guess I can read some of the story. So the story might not make any sense to you because we're towards the end. Okay. As I scraped my utensils against the plate, my mum began to click her tongue at me. I took a bite of pancake, but it tasted like garlic and grass. I spat the disgusting combination onto the table and she laughed. Everyone had turned and twisted to watch us. I tried to warn you, she said, but you didn't listen. And now, here you are, billions of kilometers away, all alone. Wait, so what happened last time? Everyone's dead? Okay, whatever. I don't really remember what's been happening in the story. We were standing on the surface of couple of days, outside the facility, the diner had evaporated. The woman, my mother's image, walked to the opening of a glen. Mom, I said, what is going on? She did not answer and continued walking into the valley. The air grew thicker, choked with moisture and the sweet smell of the mossy plants. I followed her. Mom, I tried again. She shook her head. I am not your mother. Who are you? We are ancient. We have been here since the beginning of the universe. We will be here at the end. To your kind, we are infinite. We have fed off the energy of stars and planets for billions of years. But then humanity began collapsing stars, barking into the great void. The fabric of the universe wrinkled. Your kind has destroyed my brethren, expelling the survivors to the outer reaches. How many of you are there? It is unknown, but we thrived before your arrival. Her eyes were unfocused and her lips slack. It was the same expression my mother had when I left. This planet was abandoned decades ago. You attacked the humans and they left, I said. One man escaped. He brought you to me. You have a destiny. You've killed others. Why not me? I am alone here. You are not like them. You will accept the offer I placed before you. She set her hands on my shoulders. We have come to conciliate. We will grant you the planets and the stars you have claimed without question. Only you must remain there, on your worlds, and never move beyond. We will surrender to you? She nodded and wrapped her arms around my shoulders. The ground beneath my feet gave way and I began to fall. I woke, tangled in the covers of the bed, with my heart racing. Eventually my breathing evened and I remembered where I was. The dream remained fresh. Alright, I didn't make much sense of that at all. Yeah, there's an overall story. The basic story is that we are a space chemical engineer. We got hired by a company called SpaceChem. We go from planet to planet. We make molecules for the company. And then every time we get to a planet, at some point we get attacked by some crazy creature. Well, it was the third planet where we got our first attack. And then we have to... Then you have a defense mission where you have to actually create a molecule to fight the enemy, which is kind of fun. And then I don't know, there's some story and the monster gets destroyed and then they hire you on a different planet and then there's some other monster and now it seems like everyone's been killed. We're the only space engineer left on this in this company. I don't know. So next stream I'm gonna have to do one of these ones because apparently you can't do this until you've done these two. So I'm gonna have to. Wait, why are there already? Ooh, interesting. I'm not allowed to create or destroy reactors here. So actually, I just have to design these 2 reactors. Alright, so on the left, we get hydrogen coming from here. And any of these 3 things, but with 33% chance of each. So this is a non-deterministic puzzle. You could get each of these 3 things. And then we have to make that. God. Because this appears in 3 different places in really awkward shapes. So you have to design something that will work no matter what shape it is. Oh yeah, you get random ones as well. And yeah, it's exactly as scary as it looks. Right now, I have no idea what I would do, because this is for future me to worry about. Because if it's... I mean, look, you can call in a molecule, and it will be that. Okay. We have to think of a smart thing which could work for all 3, but you have to pick this up, move it around, break bonds, shuffle things about. I don't know. Either way, we need to end up with that. We got 2 reactors. Ah, this is interesting. So, okay, whatever you produce here gets outputted, fine. And here, whatever you output, it comes in here. But whatever you output here goes back in a loop to the same reactor. I've never considered even doing that before. Taking an output and putting it back as an input. So it's like you are... What's the word? Recycling, I guess. That's not quite the word I was thinking of, but you're recycling a molecule until you get it correct. So you make something and you've got a sensor here. That's interesting, but still, I have absolutely no idea how I would get started. Alright, now is around the time Quantum is going to start as a Dreams, so I can put my brain to rest soon. And future me will worry about this in 2 days' time. But he's not started yet, so we still have to think about this. I mean, there's another one we have to do. And that's this one. Now that looks nicer. I bet it's harder though, for whatever reason. Well, it's not random. So that already makes it easier, actually, I think. But then, what on earth is going on with these loops? So this one is taking the... So this one is outputting to this one. And this one is outputting to this one. Oh my god. And C, they don't even provide C. There's no carbon. Where does carbon come from? Ah, we have to use fusion. So... You think you'd rather have the previous one? I think I prefer this one, because even though it looks weird, I feel like there's a more elegant solution for this one. Because I think what you would do is you would make this to begin with, and... Oh no, wait. How to make carbon? Yeah, actually I'm not sure how I would do this, because... If you fuse... Okay, there's something I didn't explain to you because it hasn't come up yet, but there's fusion. So if you take a molecule and put it here in the right-hand side, so like that, and then take another molecule and put it in the left-hand side, and then fuse. So what happens now, when I hit fuse, whatever atom is there, not the atom, not the molecule, the atom, it will get fused into this one. It's kind of similar to Azadream's fusion. One of them will win, but it's the right one that will win. And it will absorb the left one, and whatever, it will become a new element, and that element will be the sum of the atomic numbers. So that becomes neon, helium, and it'll become the sum of the atomic numbers. So it's 1 + 1 hydrogen, which gives you helium. I don't see how we can use that though to solve this, because this is an element sigma. I don't know what happens when you... Okay. Yeah, you could be right. It could be that this one is actually the easier one. This just looks more scary to me because I don't... They just got weird angles. This one's like the staircase, this one's an L piece, and this one's a hook. Yeah. And we've only got one sensor. So we can sense one atom in one location. So it's not easy to use that one sensor to determine which of the 3 types we have. So you can't just make 3 branches and deal with 3 different molecules because you don't really know which one you have. They're all missing part of a rectangle. Yeah. What do we have to make again? They're all missing part of a rectangle, but then does that really help us? We don't really want to complete the rectangle, do we? Because that's just taking us away from this. What we want is to take out the C omegas. So ideally split it into its C omega components. And then... I don't know. Alright, do we have some azogens going on now? Not yet. What's going on? He's late. Let me have a look. It's definitely today, Wednesday. Yeah, he's just late. I have to berate him for being late. Making us think more about SpaceChem. Can't really see the output yet. What do you mean? Is something covering it in my stream? Which output? You're talking about this thing over here? Can make it bigger. Not really, no. This game doesn't... have any kind of zoom. Yeah, I know you're on the phone. Trying to think. There might be something in OBS like magnify. Okay, I can do this. The Wait, I'm doing this all wrong. Okay. Alright. Can you see it now? It didn't get much bigger, but it's bigger. Yes, yeah, it's a triple bond as well. So, that's another thing to worry about. Yeah, the devs who made this game were, I mean, they're clearly very smart, because, you know, they have to solve these puzzles themselves to be able to design the puzzles, but they're also masochists. Because I had no idea this game was going to be hard when I bought it. Yeah. But we're not allowed to stop thinking about it until Quantum starts streaming. Let me check his chat, see if people are there. Oh yeah, people are in the chat. People are in his chat, telling him to get a move on. Nomad's telling him it's fine, take your time. Damn it, Nomad. We want him to start now. Have I played Machinarium? I actually finished that recently, a few weeks ago. I started it about a year ago, but I only finished it recently. The last 2 scenes I hadn't finished. It's a nice little game. Yeah, it's really nice, very artistic, and I bought it so long ago, like 10 years ago? Maybe 11 years ago. But I left it so long to play. Oh no, I played it a few years ago, but then I lost my save because they were using flash storage to save your game instead of, I don't know, they've rewritten it a few years ago. Alright. Quantum's live now. Thank goodness, we're free. We're free of this quantum machine. Alright, well, that's been I hope you've had a nice taste of this game. It's, now you can imagine I've been doing this about 30 hours of streaming the past few weeks, but only about 2 hours at a time. Maybe 3 times a week. But yeah, imagine doing that 3 times a week, 2 hours sessions. And what I showed you here wasn't even the hardest challenges I've faced so far. I've had bigger challenges before. So yeah, that's an accurate summary of this game. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's good. It's exercises your brain. I haven't exercised my brain this much since university, in all honesty. Nothing in the workplace is as challenging as either this or what I did in university. All right, let's raid Quantum then and be free. See you later, food.